Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And we're going to be going over the 5 best class setups in Modern Warfare to increase your KD ratio. Now, what I'm also going to be doing is showing some starter class setups with each of these weapons that you guys can use while you're still unlocking the attachments. Now, creating a best class setup in Modern Warfare is difficult and also one of the most important things to remember if you guys want to increase your KD ratios, get more kills, stay alive longer, and hit those higher streaks. If you guys use any of these class setups and absolutely just destroy lobbies, drop your first high gun streak, or get your first nuclear, make sure you guys absolutely smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you guys staying up to date with all of my content and notified immediately when I upload a new video, specifically videos going over best class setups, best settings, or any updates that do go live here in Modern Warfare. With all being said, let's jump right into it. So my class set number 1 is going to be on the M4A1. Now, I'm going to jump right into the attachments. Now, if you have the M4A1 fully leveled up, this is what I recommend you guys running on it. The monolithic suppressor as your muzzle. Now, this is going to obviously suppress the weapon. It's going to add sound suppression, and also it's going to increase the damage range. Now, the negatives are aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. This really isn't a big deal on the M4, so I recommend you guys using the monolithic suppressor. If you guys do not have this weapon leveled up, I recommend you guys actually going ahead and replacing this for the tactical suppressor. It's going to obviously reduce the sound suppression, but you're going to have a negative in your aim down sight speed and your aim walking steadiness. Now, what I also recommend you guys running on the M6 or the M4 is going to be the M16 stock. Now, what this actually does is it increases the damage range, it increases the bullet velocity, and it also reduces the recoil. Now, the negatives are going to be aim down sight speed and movement speed. Not really a big deal. When you guys put this barrel on the M4, it makes it have 0 recoil. The M4 already had little to no recoil, but when you just throw this on, it's unbelievable. Now, that's what you guys run the barrel. If you guys do not have this unlocked, don't run anything on the barrel at all and just go ahead and put on an optic. Now, for the underbarrel, I recommend you guys running the Commando foregrip. Now, the Commando foregrip is going to add recoil stabilization and also aiming stability, but the cons are the movement speed. I think the Commando foregrip is going to be the best foregrip and best underbarrel for this weapon, but I see a lot of people also running like the Merc foregrip, and also I see some people that have it fully leveled up. They like to run the Ranger foregrip, but in my opinion, I believe that the Commando foregrip is going to be the best foregrip for this weapon. Now, for the magazine, I like to run the 60 round mag. This is going to increase your ammo capacity. Absolutely amazing, but the cons are aim down sight speed and movement speed. Again, not really a big deal. 60 rounds, spray and pray with the weapon that has no recoil. It's just disgusting. Now, I recommend you guys, like I said, running the 60 round mag. If you guys do not have that unlocked yet, put the 50 round mag on, and then once you get to 60, go ahead and equip this one. And finally, I like to run the stippled grip tape. This is going to increase your aim down sight speed and also sprint to fire speed, so you can actually raise your weapon off of a sprint faster. This is super important on 99% of all rifles, and if you guys have this unlocked, make sure you guys go ahead and run this. Now, if you guys do not have the grip unlocked yet, you can guys go ahead and you guys can put on a perk, whether it would be sleight of hand or fully loaded. But once you get this stippled grip tape unlocked, make sure you guys run this on the M4. Now, I like to run the PILA secondary to take down any streaks that players might be getting, especially if you guys play solo, because teammates, unfortunately, in this game give up a lot of kills, and obviously dying to like a VTOL or a support healer that you didn't really give the enemies is really annoying. So that's kind of why I run the PILA. And for the perks, I like to run Scavenger, Ghost, and Spotter. Scavenger, so I never run out of ammo. Ghost, so I am off the UAVs, because if you guys saying, like I said, if you guys are playing solo, being on the UAV is super annoying. And I'm also running Spotter, so I can see, the equipment, and I can actually go ahead and mark them for my teammates, so they're not dying, giving the enemy, free kills, because a lot of people are running restock with shrapnel, with claymore. So mark these for your teammates. It's going to save you guys in the long run. Trust me on that. And you guys can also mark the kill streaks with this perk. So you can just mark up the UAVs and whatnot. Really, really effective. And my lethal is going to be a Claymore, and my tactical is going to be the stem shot. Claymores, I like to put these to stop people from camping in areas where I do not want them to go, and the stem shot so I can heal up a little bit faster. If you guys do not have the stem shot unlocked, go ahead and run the flash grenade. Still really good. Now, class setup number 2 is going to be the Kilo 141. Now, for the Kilo, I like to run the monolithic suppressor again. Overall, an amazing suppressing attachment for this weapon. If you guys do not have it unlocked, run the tactical suppressor. For the barrel, I like to run the Prowler. Now, again, on the M4, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of similarities between my M4 and my Kilo class setup because these guns work hand in hand. They're almost the same, but the Kilo has a little bit less recoil. This is going to increase your damage range, add bullet velocity, and recoil control. Overall, an amazing barrel, and I recommend you guys going ahead and checking this one out. If you guys do not have a barrel unlocked for this, go ahead and throw on an optic, whether that be a holographic or maybe even put on a laser sight to increase your hip fire accuracy because the Kilo's hip fire is pretty solid. Now, again, I like to run the Commando foregrip. I believe the Commando foregrip is the absolute best on the Kilo. If you guys put this on the Kilo, this weapon has zero, and I mean zero recoil. It is amazing. And finally, I like to run for the ammunition is the 60 round magazine because obviously spraying and praying with a no recoil assault rifle with 60 mags is just devastating. I do not like to run the 100 round drum because you actually go ahead and you max out your reserve ammo, so you really can't reload. So I think the 60 round is good enough, and on top of that, you don't need 100 rounds. If you don't have the 60 round magazine unlocked, go ahead and run the 50 rounds. You get this pretty quick. Another great attachment for this weapon. And again, for the grip, it's going to be the stippled grip tape. You can aim down sight faster and ready to sprint quicker. Overall, a solid rear grip attached for this one because obviously trying to raise off of a sprint is going to be super important at winning those close range to mid-range gunfights. If you guys do not have this grip unlocked, go ahead and run a perk, whether that be recon of this weapon. It's pretty solid because obviously it has zero recoil, so you can see people at longer distances, or you guys can go ahead and put on a stock. You could put on the ultra light stock, which is going to increase your aim walking speed. Now, the same thing I have on the same secondary, the same perks, the same lethal, and the same tactical for this class setup. Now, my class setup number 3 is going to be on the FN Scar 17. Now, if you guys have this weapon unlocked, you guys know it's disgusting. The Scar hits. It is a super fast killing rifle, and let me get right into the attachments. So again, I have on the monolithic suppressor. You guys are probably seeing a lot of repetition in my class setups because the importance of creating a best class setup is having a lot of consistent attachments that work best with the weapon. Check this out, monolithic suppressor. If you guys do not have it unlocked, go ahead and run the tactical suppressor. I have the Forge Tac 20 barrel, which is again going to increase your damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. These are kind of like the best rifle attachments in my opinion for Modern Warfare because they just work so well with assault rifles. You don't lose any range, and you can absolutely just map players, and I really do mean map players running these attachments. Makes this gun have absolutely no recoil because it has a little bit of kick once you guys unlock it and not really get the attachments for it. For the underbarrel, I have on the Commando foregrip again. Now, I see some people running the Merc foregrip on this weapon as well, but the Commando foregrip, in my opinion, is going to be the best foregrip for the Scar because it's going to minimize the recoil and make it easier to use at longer ranges. And I like to run the 30 round magazine. You actually get this at a late unlock. You get the 25 round mag very quickly. So once you guys get this, run the 25 round mag because the Scar only comes with 20 rounds in the magazine by default. So you guys definitely want to go ahead and increase that. And finally, I like to run the stippled grip tape, aim down sight speed, and obviously sprint from obviously any aim down sighting from the sprint is going to be a lot faster. Now, if you guys do not have this one unlocked, for the perks, go ahead and run fully loaded because you will run out of ammo very quickly with this weapon. Now, for the perks, again, I like to run the same perk attachment, same secondary, same lethal, and same tactical. But like I said, scavenger is necessary and crucial with this weapon because, like I said, you are going to be running out of ammo very, and I mean very fast. Now, also, we're going to class number 4. This is going to be on a light machine gun. Now, do not sleep on the M91. I haven't seen anybody playing with the M91 on Modern Warfare. And let me go ahead and get into exactly what I'm using on here. I have the lightweight suppressor on this weapon. It's overall pretty solid. I think you guys should go ahead and run that. Now, the reason why I'm starting off with the lightweight suppressor is because the MUZZLE suppressor, you get this so late with this weapon that just start up with the lightweight, and once you guys get it unlocked, go ahead and throw on that MUZZLE suppressor. But the M91, you get that super late. Now for the barrel, you guys want to run the M91 infantry barrel. It's going to allow you to aim down sights faster, and also it's going to increase your movement speed. You are going to be flying, and I mean flying, while aimed down sights with this weapon once you guys fully have it unlocked. Now for the underbarrel, I like to run the Commando foregrip. You guys can also run the Merc foregrip, which is also pretty solid, or the Ranger and the Operator foregrip. But the negatives with this is because you get these so late and so, further on in the levels, and on top of that, they increase your ADS speed. You really don't want to do that. You want to keep the ADS speed as quick as possible with this LMG, because it is painfully slow, and I mean painfully slow. And for the grip, I have on the stippled grip tape, because you can aim down sight faster, and you can also sprint to fire a lot faster. And then finally, I have on the Stalker, which is going to allow you to aim down sights a lot and move while you're aiming down sights a lot faster. You are going to be flying around the map. You can run faster while you're you can move faster, literally aim down sight with this weapon, than you can walking once you guys run these attachments. But if you guys do not have these fully unlocked, you guys can go ahead and put on a perk, put on recon, which is really good because like an LMG, it's very good at range. Or you guys can throw on an optic sight and maybe run the mini reflex, or go ahead and run on like the holographic sight. Again, a solid class setup for this light machine gun. And for the perks, I have on EOD, I have on restock, and shrapnel. I'm sitting back with this weapon, so I don't really need ghost, so it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna be in the same position a lot, because you don't really want to be running around. Even though the weapon is super good, once you guys have it fully maxed out, you still want to kind of get into position and lock it down and kind of be a mobile spawn for your team, especially if you're playing ground war. And EOD, obviously, so you guys take less explosive damage. Restock, so you can get those claymores a lot faster, and you guys can go ahead and resupply them. And shrapnel, so you spawn in with 2 claymores, and you also have 2 stem shots when you're spawning in. But if you don't have the stem shot, go ahead and run the flash grenade. Now my final class setup is going to be on the P90. Now the P90 is probably one of the best SMGs in the game. It's my favorite SMG, and I think this is what you guys should be running on it with the attachments. Use the MUZZLE suppressor. If you guys do not have the MUZZLE suppressor on the P90, go ahead and run the lightweight suppressor, and overall solid class setup. The Forge Tac Retribution is going to allow you to increase your damage range, increase the bullet velocity, and also control recoil. And you guys can also use the stippled grip tape, which is going to allow you to aim down sights faster and sprint to fire a lot faster. And then I like to put on the laser with this weapon, really good because it increases your hip fire accuracy. I don't like using these lasers because you can actually see the enemy laser like in a room, and it's going to be giving away your position. So do not run this. I don't recommend doing it. And also I like to run the CQB stock, which is going to also increase your aim down sight speed. Overall, really helpful, and I believe that's what you need to run when you guys are running a submachine gun, if you guys want to run a submachine gun here in Modern Warfare, because in my opinion they are incredibly weak as of right now, and they're probably going to be getting a buff. Now for the launcher, you guys can run the PILA or the Strela. It really doesn't matter, but PLA is going to be my preferred launcher to use. And for the perks, Scavenger, Ghost, and I also like to run Spotter, so I'm off the radar. I can mark claymores, equipment, any of that nonsense for my team, and Scavenger, so I'm not running out of ammo. And also I have on the claymore and the stem shot, so I can lock down a position and stop people from camping, and the stem shot so I can heal up a lot faster. But if you guys do not have that, go ahead and run the flash grenade. These are going to be the 5 best class setups in Modern Warfare if you guys want to increase your KD ratio. Now, like I said, if you guys use any of my class setups and absolutely just destroy lobbies, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you guys stay up to date with all of my content. Most importantly, videos going over best class setups, best settings, or any updates that do go live here in Modern Warfare. With all being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces. If you guys made it this far into the video, odds are you enjoy the content or you are a very loyal subscriber, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your everlasting support. If you guys are unaware, every single night at 11:15 p.m. Central Time and also every single morning at 11:15 a.m. Central Time, I am live streaming Modern Warfare. Now, if you want to have a chance at being featured in a YouTube video on my channel, make sure you guys click my Twitch link. It's going to be down in the description below and drop me a follow. You can also go ahead and search up my Twitch page in the Google search bar, twitch.tv/earsxbl, or go right to the Twitch website and type in earsxbl or ears. You will be directed right to my channel. We are closing in on 8,000 followers, so all your support is greatly appreciated. Now, as always, guys, make sure you guys comment down below your PSN, your Xbox Live gamer tags, or your Activision ID so I could run Modern Warfare with as many of my viewers from YouTube, many of viewers from Twitch, any subscribers from YouTube, any subscribers on Twitch. I'm always trying to play with as many of you guys as possible because I absolutely love featuring subscribers on my YouTube channel. I know you guys like that as well. Also, if you guys have Amazon Prime and want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be also greatly appreciated. And if you guys do, make sure you guys go ahead and tweet me a picture. My Twitter is also going to be linked down in the description below, and I will go ahead and follow you guys and also give you a personalized thank you. As always, make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.